Hey, good morning, boys. It is October 20th, Monday morning. You guys just had a couple of, I think, gritty losses up there in Connecticut. I think Mom's coming up this weekend in Boston. So um, today I wanted to talk about a concept, and you've heard of this concept, but I want to break it down a little bit. And that's the concept of the coffee bean. Okay, so my boy John Gordon wrote a book, and it's actually the whole thing is called the coffee bean, right? And the way you get better, the way anything gets better, okay, is being under pressure over time, right? So what you guys are doing now by choosing a path of service, so a West Point path, right? It's basically, and for 4 years, you're going to be under pressure, right? So getting uncomfortable, which is awesome, right? Compared to going to a regular college, let's say. And hypothetically, you're going to come out of that, and that's going to make you better, better suited to make an impact in this world, right? So, and you think about that, 4 years, like Henry, you graduate in like 18 months. Like, that's insane, dude, right? I mean, it's going by. So Harrison, I know you're feeling like, well, geez, I'm just getting started here, but it goes by. You guys are in the hockey season again now, and I think that's really exciting. So what I want you to think about, though, is, some people under pressure, okay, you get dropped in that boiling water. Let's say you're a carrot, right? A carrot, what does a carrot do? Well, a carrot slowly over time gets soft, gets tired, doesn't really make an impact, just kind of softens up, okay? Now, the opposite end of that spectrum is something like an egg, like a boiled egg. What does a boiled egg do? Boiled egg, you drop that in the hot water, and over time, it hardens, right? It kind of sucks inside. It gets angry, maybe. It gets a little mean, okay? It gets negative, and it gets hard, okay? So what a coffee bean does is you drop that into the water, just like you're making coffee, okay? And a coffee bean actually changes the environment, okay? So it doesn't look at that difficult, heat over time environment as some kind of big challenge. It says, okay, you know what? I am going to put my stamp on this environment. And of course, what it does is it ends up changing the color of the water and making coffee, impacting the environment. So what I want you thinking about is through gratitude, through hard work, through humbleness, okay, is impacting and changing the environment you're in, okay? So whether it's your company at West Point or your squad or the room in your roommates